The theme this year, in light of what we spoke about last year, many of you were here, but I've met some wonderful people here that have never been here before, and it's really touched me to meet some people that, it's really good. Last year, remember Doug and Brother Anthony Mary wanted to speak about certain saints that would help us, give us insights and consolation, discernment for our mission and the conversion of the United States, to our holy faith. And I remember dealing with Saint Boniface, and I tried to make a comment last year that's related to what Brother Anthony Mary asked me to talk about this year, that you had this extraordinary man, Saint Boniface, who died around 754 and is buried in Fulda, that I'll be visiting, God willing, when I go to Europe for a month and next week. And he was a contemplative in the heart of the world, a very disordered world at the time, dealing with Charles Martel and the Muslim situation in the church. And he was a kind of apostolic Benedictine monk, founded many monasteries. And I've read a lot of his letters. Some of you had his beautiful Latin letters asking for copies of Virgil. But he's always haunted me. I have a special love of him because he did so much in action, but he was a contemplative in the heart of the world. And the theme this year that I wanted to speak on, and I hope that some of you might pursue this more, deals with this mystery, how we deal with, in times of disorder, with the implications of contemplation, which I want to consider with you. And I will not be able to read some of the rich passages, which I did put in a 25-page paper, which Doug made some copies of, about 30 of them, I think, or more, if some of you are interested. And last year, when my friend Tony Frazier saw the talk from here, this is Hamish Frazier's son, he just asked me if we could publish it. I had no intention about this, but I always send him things, and he's very considerate. But I want to tell you the background of this title, and connected to some things which I hope by the end of my talk, we might really reflect on the implications of some of the very special words of St. Thomas Aquinas that will be very fruitful in our practical lives in a time of restless, roaming spirit, visual noise, acoustical noise, and what the cultivation is of the contemplative disposition and attentiveness and retentiveness. I did not choose the title of this year's topic, but when Brother Anthony Mary called me, he made a proposition to call it Only the Lover Sings, Philosophy and Contemplation, which I thought was beautiful because, and Brother Anthony Mary knows that my beloved mentor, Josef Pieper, wrote a beautiful book called Nur der Liebende singt,